So my girlfriend dumped me. I really want to share those stuff because maybe it can help other people either that are facing those similar moments or just that they might in the future. So I will try to just share everything that I've been through and how I'm managing all that stuff from life. And maybe, yeah, it can help someone out there. That would be good. That's the goal of this video. So yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So I'm not going to go into the details too much just by respect for my ex. But I want to give you guys at least some context so you can understand the situation and what I've been through and what I'm doing now, basically. So my girlfriend dumped me. Yeah. And it was like so fucking unexpected. So, like, the breakup is hard. But what's the hardest and what was the hardest was the fact that it was just like a very bad surprise. It came out of nowhere. I really didn't expect it. And well, I thought on my end that everything was going well. Even I was projecting myself a lot with that girl, and yeah, in the end everything crashes down, so that was pretty fucking mad. The first few weeks, like it has been 2 weeks now, but the first week I think I was clearly just in denial the whole week because it happened from distance also. No, I know like it's fucked up breaking up from distance, but she had no choice because she was supposed to come to Belgium here. So what? She was not going to come here in my family house just to break up with me in front of everybody. That would have been super weird. But yeah, the first few days when that happened, I thought it was just like a nightmare, that it didn't happen, you know. I was like, no, it's like it didn't happen. When I will go back to Spain, everything will go back to normal and stuff. But yeah, I had no choice but to force myself to accept it because her decision was already taken. So even though I didn't understand it well, I had no choices but to respect it and to tell to myself that it is done, that I have to move forward now. And yeah, the first few days were so fucking weird because it was really out of nowhere. And what's really tough in those situations is the fact that it is so sudden that first you don't realize, you cannot accept it's true. And the fact that if you don't understand it well, the fact that you don't understand it well, like it's a very weird feeling. And you just have to force yourself to accept it because if it's not like your decision, what can you do about it? Like you don't have control over that. And I'm very big on being loyal in friendship, in intimacy also. Just long story short, like if you want to jump out of our ship, I'm not gonna hold you, you know. It's like if I see that you're not truly committed, I'm not going to fight for you. In friendship, in love, like it's not my problem. I've been really building a lot of relation with myself first in the last few years. I've been like single for 5 or 6 years before. So it's like, hey, you don't want to be in my life, I'm not going to run after you. Like, go. And what's really tough after accepting that is the fact that you have to literally kill the future you projected yourself to have. We were like, I remember so many conversations, even like in the last few months, about projects, travels, even family, and then everything. So that was pretty impressive. Gotta say, like, life really put me on my knees with that one. Yeah, I wanted to share something very important that I managed to put it in practice in those very hard moments that maybe will help some of you, or maybe just one person. I don't know, I don't care. And also I just want to document this moment because, well, it's hard moment of life, but that will build even more myself to the next level. So yeah, the thing I wanted to share is, when you are in those particular like difficult moment of life, it is so fucking crucial to be careful with who you're going to share it. Because actually in life, there's no like good or bad moments. They are just stuff happening that you have either the control on or you don't. And if you don't have the control on, your perspective, or at least your notion of good or bad, will be defined by your perspective over that situation or that thing that just happened to you. And that is why it is so fucking important to be careful to who you share this with. Because a lot of people don't have, let's say, like a great mindset regarding life in general. Not because like it is bad, but because I think they lack a certain level of awareness and self-consciousness. And sometimes, well, the classical thing is, you've had a breakup. You're sharing stuff with your friends, with your family, with your close ones, and everybody will be like, oh, poor you must be so sad, it must be hard, you must be depressed. And all of that, you just absorb it. And it's so fucking dangerous, because after that, it affects your own perspective on what you're going through. And you're even justifying the fact that you're feeling bad, or even maybe as a victim of your own situation, because everybody around you is like, poor you. So in the end, you're like, oh, if everybody is treating me like that, then it is normal, and I accept the fact that I see myself as a victim, and that I should feel bad right now. I should be sad. I should be hurt. That's so fucking dangerous, guys. So what I did actually, it was funny, because when that happened first, well, I was fucking speechless. Like, when she told me that, I was fucking speechless, because I was just there with my mom, like, hey, what up? How is my favorite Spanish girl doing? Because she was supposed to come soon, so I was like so happy to see her. Then I saw that something was going on, and I was like, oh shit. And she just told me like, yeah, I don't want this relationship anymore. And I was speechless. And I was like, let's speak later, because there were no noise coming out of my mouth. Like, I couldn't speak. It was so fucking weird. And I was just shocked. I couldn't even say like the last time I've been, or even feeling my whole body in shock. And I cried a lot. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go in front of my family, in front of my parents, in front of my brothers, crying, and just show everybody what's happening. And on that moment, I was just really trying to accept the fact that, well, my emotions were just crazy and that I couldn't control them, to make sure that I don't hold them. And I tried to be like, no, I'm a man, I don't cry, like, what the fuck? Anyway, it was not controllable. And so I was just really trying to embrace the moments that, oof, I took a big hit. And let's embrace it. So directly I explained everything to everybody. Then I took some time for myself. It took me like a few days to really understand what happened and accept it. But then when I started to share it with actual other people that are not, well, in my house, because yeah, of course they will see that I'm weird, but people outside of where I live, I was always framing the way I wanted them to treat me in my situation. I think that's such a fucking key, such a fucking hack. But it depends. If you're like, oh no, I'm a victim, it's okay, I want like empathy from everybody to come to like hug me and say, oh, poor you. I was not like that, because I knew that emotionally it was going to be hard, and I had just to accept it and live it and embrace it. But that I had to keep a like healthy mindset on the situation and seek the positive, and just say like, hey, it's going to hurt. I will have sometimes like where it seems to be really fucking bad. But if I zoom out of the situation, it's for a good thing. There is something better that will come my way. Like there's other plans, there's other stuff. And so I was always trying to frame how I wanted people to treat me when I announced them what happened. I was like, hey, I just want to tell you that, yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me, but don't worry, because I really see the positive in it. And I was just like very shocked, because it was a very big surprise. But like, no worries, like don't treat me as a victim. I know it's hard maybe for you to understand what happened, because it was fucking unexpected. But I don't want any of your empathy and for you to be sad for me, all right? Treat me fucking normally and everything's going to be good. And that's what I did with everyone. And it went well. And even people were like, shit, like, I like your mentality in that. And well, basically, I was just trying to apply everything I learned regarding personal development and, let's say, emotional, not even emotional control, I will say emotional intelligence, and being able to show the people that I love that, well, I can put in practice what I learned. And that is important for you, for your own sake, for your own health, but also, well, everybody that surrounds you. Because if they can see that, shit, even in hard times, he can manage to keep his shit together. Like, it's like somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can count on, even in the hard times. And it was very strange, but I really, really wanted to be that person in that moment, and even more because my little brother was there. So I really wanted to see him, like I wanted him to see me, like that afternoon, cry the whole afternoon, then boxing the bag, going for doing some sports, and then coming back and be normal. Be like, shit, he just got a strong ass emotional wave coming, he took it, he embraced it, and he moved on. That's powerful. And I wanted him so much to be there, and I'm so glad he managed to see everything. And that I had also, well, the self-control to, on that time, to being able to show my vulnerability to my family and everything. So yeah, be very careful to who you share those hard times with, and because how you see a situation is how you're going to live it. And of course, like, you cannot escape those emotions. But when they arrive, embrace them, and just know that how you feel or what you are feeling and thinking under the power of those emotions, it's not you. It is not you. It's just temporary. Like, it's just a moment. It's going to pass.